Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know. We have Dominus Impulse, man, from Rage of the Abyss. A lot of people asking, you know, Jay, should I buy right now? Should I sell right now? Regardless of buying or selling, before we get into that, the card is hot off the press. The card is meta relevant. The card is essentially considered a staple, not for all decks, but there's just some of those cards that come in core sets that they're just considered like staples, that if you have them in a binder, people want them. That if you have them, you just have value. You know, especially from Rage of the Abyss, a set that doesn't feel like it came out that long ago compared to other core sets. But again, the card continues to be best-selling regardless. If we check the price here, we see that we had a W-shaped recovery from 50s, went all the way up to 67, 68s, and now it says it's crashing back down to the high 50s. But here we are, 29 listings only, guys. Keep that in mind. 29 listings only. Volume is healthy volume. 6149s right now. Places at 62s. The bottom of the page is at 65 bones. 3 pages only. And we've always said this card, that $60 today, low 60s, still has the potential to reach $75. Now again, it's reprint season. We already have, one of the staples of staples in the sense of hand traps with fuwalos getting reprinted from the same set in Stampede. So again, this one could also be a candidate for a reprint either in Stampede or in Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem, so keep that in mind. Any announcement of that at any moment could crash this card down into the 40s and even high 30s. So again, you want to keep that in mind, but that with, notwithstanding, because we don't know that information yet, you do keep that risk in mind. Right now, as the card retraces back down to the mean, city bones, yeah, that's what, 6 times 3, 180, close to 200 plus tax. You do what you must. If you need it, you need the card, you need a playset, or even if it's just 1 or 2, you do what you must, especially if you're participating in events and you don't have this card yet. I understand. Just keep the reprint possibility in mind, but I'd be buying this retracement. That's just me. Just chart-wise, looks healthy to buy right now. So again, cards like these, a reprint is the only thing that can nuke these prices, really crash them down. But right now, 65's at the bottom of the page. You do have a couple of play sets here, but just as easily as play sets come in, listings are just at 29, nothing too crazy. This could easily continue, its trend, its uptrend, and even break the $66 mark towards 70s and 75. So keep this one in mind. Then we have Mulcharmy for Watchlist. Again, we just mentioned it. Rage of the Abyss continues pumping out, staples and best-selling cards right now. It's just hot. So again, this is probably one of the most traded cards in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Not just like literally trading like this for something else, but people buying and selling right now. Just hot. People always needing this card. They're going to an event. They borrowed them, but now they need them again, and then they can't borrow them, so they come in and buy them, but then they should be selling because the card is getting reprinted. So again, a lot going on with this card. Again, recently says it was 94s, crashed down to 66s, and then bump it back up to 77s, and here we are. The card does go up to 90s at the bottom of the page. 25 listings only, 3 pages only. So again, you see in the high 70s, but it could quickly become a $90 card. So again, it's just cycling through the competitive season. People still need it. People don't care that a month from now is going to be readily available for the masses. They just don't care. And in a way, I understand the fact that I need it now. I don't care about a month from now. But again, don't let that catch up to you to the point where you leave an $80 card become 20s. You let this card become 15s. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Or even single digits. That's kind of a stretch, but you just never know. Don't let this $80 card today become shekels tomorrow, guys. Don't do that, man. Chart-wise, this is the sell point, man. Like, let me see the 6 one. Nah. This is the 3 month is easier to see. But yeah, this is on the 3 month is the sell point right here. You want to sell at the previous support, at the previous pivot lows. This is when you want to sell. When you rebound up to here, I'd be selling this card. Sure, could you sell at 80s and become a $90+ card? Anything, of course. We're just talking about $10 range. Demand alone into, not just Vegas, but into Houston. You push this card back up. Anything is possible. The closer we get to the reprint, Guys, don't let this flash crash on you. That's all I got to say. As we end this week, we head into the Vegas event. Most people that are going for Vegas they already have their copies. And by the time the next YCS comes around, which is going to be like less than 2 weeks before everyone gets this card. So again, don't take these prices for granted. Don't be like, oh, this card has always been 80s and 75s and 90s and you know, excuse me, don't do that. You sell early. Telling you, man. Been telling people to sell this from a hundies. From a hundies, 80 to a hundies. It's not about timing a top, but Jay, it could go up $10 more and you know, and then I got to place it, so that's an extra $30 in my pocket. You need to think mid to long term. When this card is $20, these small moves won't matter. Just listen to that for a second. When this card is 20 to 25s at least, maybe even into the teens, these little moves won't matter. Oh, it's up 5 bones today, and it went from 80s to 85s, and then down to 75s, and then back up to 80. It won't matter. Because it's not about selling a top. It's about selling at the right time before the crash happens. It's about selling early. I don't know what else to say, man. We've seen it happen time and time and time again with Rarity Collection 1, Rarity Collection 2, Rarity Collection 3, and now heading into Rarity Collection 4. Every single Rarity Collection, the cards that get reprinted across the board, you know, at least with 6 rare, you know, the supers and the ultras and the PCRs and the PURs and the Ps and all them Rs and all that good stuff, they get destroyed. The OGs get destroyed in price. Just destroyed. Demolished. It happens time and time again. So you don't want to fall victim to this again. We don't do that. Recycle that purchasing power. Guys, if you're going to be buying any of these cards that are best selling, not for fuwalos necessarily, but maybe Impulse, you just need it, or any of the other cards, best selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards that we will be talking about today, take advantage of this curvature here, starting to ramp up here off the lows of these best-selling cards. There's a lot of great cards that you should be buying or should consider be buying right now. First link in the description down below. And if you don't need to buy any cards, at least come, you know, right now, come and track these cards one by one, you know, as I continue to talk about them. Don't miss out. We got Team YCS Vegas. I really wanted to go, but wasn't able to make it this time around. We're going to H-Town. Still need to find a place to stay. So we'll see. I'll try and get that done this weekend. But yeah, guys, as we can see, Team YCS, you know, we expect over 1,500 people. We'll see, like last year. Hopefully I can make it next year to this event. We'll see. But yeah. I mean, but really what I wanted to say, look at that. Look at that. Stay updated throughout the weekend, following the coverage on our blog. It's like, what? Are we in the 90s? Or what in the world? Like, who's gonna be? Oh yeah, let me check the blog. Like, come on now. We need the streams, like your boy, you know. And YCS Anaheim, man, I became a thing. People like, Jay, that's you on stream. I'm like, damn, I didn't even notice. So that's what we need, those experiences, man. We can't be blogging in 2025. Shit, man, that's unfortunate. Really look forward to the stream, but maybe in H-Town. Yeah, your boy's gonna be on stream. Not for the right reasons, because I ain't playing, but just to say hi to the masses, man. Oh, man, we always have fun in games with that. We have Dominus Purge. Again, guys, a lot of questions. Jay, should I be buying Purge now? Should I be selling? I need it because I need a plan, and I'm playing Blue Eyes, but, you know, I bought at 20s, and now I'm up 2x, and what should I do? And this and that and the third. Guys, hey, look at that. Card going from 26 to 40s, and it was even 50s not too long ago. Look how parabolic this card has gone since release, since we were talking about it at single digits. Guys, 40 bones, 45 listings right here. You're starting to get play sets in and many walls of China. Guys, so the same thing. This one came in the Infinite Forbidden. Purulia came in the Infinite Forbidden, and it already got a reprint. Reprint came out exactly today already. So again, this is reprint season. That's the big disclaimer. Keep that in the back of your brain. Yes, they can't reprint all the cards, but the staples, you never know. They might target some of these. So keep that in the back of your brain. And the break, what is that, Jay? Brain. That you don't know. If they reprint this card will get destroyed and go back down to the teens. So, but that doesn't take away that you're playing Blue Eyes now and you need it. So at 40s, if you need it to play, you're going to well, Vegas is kind of late now, but you're going to Houston, you're getting prepared. You just need the card because you're playing Blue Eyes and 40s. I mean, currently, based on current price off the highs, That's not bad. You come in, you get it, you go to your event, you move it, either after the event or shortly thereafter. That's what I'd be doing with a card like this. But heading into reprint season, and we're going to talk, the closer we get to Bonanza, you know, I'll try and make a dedicated video, or at least hone in more on that, in the sense of, you know, like heading into this reprint season. You don't want to be holding to most expensive Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It is what it is. So take that nugget of information. You have fuwalos, you have purge, you even have impulses. You know, yeah, maybe you need it, you get it, but just all these expensive cards, you just never know, man. Look at Purulia. Used to be a $90 card, and now it's $25 for an ultra. Yeah, maybe it's not for the same secret rare, but still, you would have sold Purulias at 75s, which was always our conservative goal. And even at 90s, when we were telling y'all to sell, you know, you buy ultras now and you look like a genius. Selling just one secret rare got you 3 ultras today, and these are just day one prices. What if Purulia goes down to 20s or below? So guys, crazy. And on that note about Purulia, make sure you check out our earlier market watch that we just released right here about if you should be buying or not buying some of these cards in Mesa Master. The early breakdown, you don't want to miss out, guys. Don't miss out. We have Primite Lordly Lode. Again, let me just close these out right here. We got Primite Lordly Lode, another one that has continued to crash down in price, as we discussed very early in this week. Just wanted to give you guys an update towards the latter part of this week, just so you guys can keep it in mind. And yeah, this card is, you know, bumping up. It was in the low 50s. You know, it's been bumping up, even though you have R09s here, to $57. And pretty soon at the bottom of the page, it goes over 60 bones. So again, guys, with a card like this, 43 listings are still low in the big picture of things. Yes, it's getting a reprint, but the gap zone is too far out. So again, we still expect this card to rebound. Still, I expect, look, you see the chart right here for Primite Lordly Lode, and who knows, right? But this is what I expect, the rebound, at least, again, to $75 to this point right here, at the very least. And then you have the highs at around 90s. That's kind of a stretch, but it's definitely a possibility. If we start drawing squiggly lines here, again, and there's this pivot right here, pivot high. So these would be the 3 lines that I would be paying attention to. First one would be at around 65s. I expect that one to be first. So again, we need to monitor the charts. If you start to see a curvature and we break this low, oh, run for them hills, man. Run for them hills. Now, if we keep going up and then we curve down, same deal. You monitor the chart, but if we keep going up, that's definitely a possibility. But then here, we should start thinking about a double top possibility right here with top number 1 and top number 2. And then lastly, you know, if this continues on up, then again, at around 100, that would be like the final stage that I would be selling this card. Again, the higher we go, the higher the lines here, the less likely. We're talking about probabilities here of a rebound, guys. Sure, could it keep just going crashing down because a reprint is coming? Anything is possible, but we're talking about probabilities. And right now, with, you know, people needing it, still playing Blue Eyes, a ban list comes, maybe more people play Blue Eyes. I believe that hype can come back in, and those would be the targets there. You know, hey, art class with Jay. So again, at 57s, I expect 65s in the short to midterm, and then 75s, you know, in the midterm. And then, you know, anything between that and 90s would be that stretch goal up to 100. Guys, giving you guys the ranges, guys. Keep this in mind. Hey, me, I would have been buying at 50 bones. That's just me. The other day when we were talking about, well, like, was it Monday, I think, or when we talked about this card at around low 50s, if I needed to play for Blue Eyes, that's when I would be picking up the card. Again, wait for use it, play it, wait for the eventual rebound into the last hurrah before eventually it does get reprinted. But again, there's still a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh to be played from here until the reprint in June, man. We have a ban list coming out. Maybe more people need this card by then. Like, it's just the gap zone is too large. That's how I would be playing this card, and it continues to be best selling. Volume is consistent. You know, it continues to be hot. Then we have Fiendsmith Engraver. Again, we just talked about this card earlier this week as well, as it's continued to flash crash down even into the high 30s, guys. But right here, you see it's 46 bones, 46, 47 bones. As we can see here, guys, pushing 50s pretty soon. So hopefully you guys took advantage of the flash crash, because usually nothing goes down in a straight line. You know, we need rebounds. In 50s, it would be the short-term rebound price, and anywhere between 55 to 60s, you know, more of a midterm before the eventual reprint of this card. Again, you just never know, man. This is a card that people just want and need, and they want access to. You never know if it gets the Stampede treatment or comes in Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem before the tins. So that's definitely something to consider as the card continues to crash down. Guys, keep those factors in mind. It continues to be best selling. Look, continues to be best selling because people, the lower in price they see, they're like, finally I can get engravers. They were 75s the other day, now they're 40s, 45s. So keep that in mind. Mulcharmy meows, again, we covered this one very recently. You know, the fact that it was crashing down in price. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, 42s, the card was 37s. We checked that last night on the live stream too. So again, we said that, you know, 37s, we expected a rebound. Set 42s definitely can become a $50 card again. So yeah, that's what we were saying. As this card is flash crashing down, it continues to be best selling. Don't let this $40 card become 50s or 55s again. If you need it, excuse me, I told people in the live stream last night, 37s, I'd be a buyer for this card. And here we are already bumping back up. We expect a strong rebound off the lows for this one. Don't miss out as it continues to be best selling. We have Primite Dragon Ether Beryl. This card has been crashing down hard off the $45 to $50 highs. Crashing down hard, it says 34s, but really, you know, we're around 30s, guys. We around 30s, and honestly, I'd be buying this best selling card right now at 32. You come in $100 for a playset, chilling McMillan. You get the card that you need. Again, because if you come in, hey, men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. Let me just do this here real quick. Look at that. Look at that. You want to buy it when you have a top like this, and really the top was like up here at 50 bones, you know, around here. When you have a top like this, you know, which it really did this, chart never updated, and then it's crashing down like this, you want to buy halfway down. So again, the halfway down mark would be around here. Look at that. Beautiful. You have this previous pivot high here. You know, we broke, and now we're coming right back down to curve into this. So again, this is the point you want to buy, where there was a previous interaction with the chart before it curves back up, you know, and then you start thinking about double top possibilities, or you monitor then, you know, we would need to update the chart then. But again, you want to buy into these retracements to these key levels. Again, I'd be a buyer. $100. Again, all it takes is a Balance to come out, Primite Blue Eyes take over, you know, and right before Alliance Insight, and then this happens, and then that's happened. So again, don't sleep on Primite Blue Eyes. Even once White Forest as Amina comes out and Alliance Insight, this deck shall continue to compete into the, you know, Nat season time. So again, I'd be buying this Ultra right here. $100 for a playset. I'd be coming in buying this retracement. You didn't pay 43s, 45s, 50s. You come in now at 32s, 33s. Put in $100 and get your playset, because it continues to be hot. Best selling, guys. Don't miss out. And then we have Purulia. We just touched base on this one earlier today. You know, in this market watch, touching base on the CR and the Ultra. So don't miss out if you should be buying or selling right now. But the secret rare, again, volume came in the high 20s, guys, in the high 20s, right here around 26s, and pushed this card back all the way back up to 40s. And now this is where it's at, you know, high 30s right here, guys, as the market tries to decide, you know, the price comparison between the high rarity and the Ultra and pull rates and short printed. Again, so this one, that's crazy that the secret went all the way down to 26s and up 15 bones essentially overnight. Wild, guys, wild. As you can see here, card goes to 45s, you know, towards the bottom of the page. So the key is, if it doesn't get reprinted, you know, like if the next reprint is in the tins, then I expect this card to be a $50 card, the secret rare, before then. You know, but if it gets a reprint anytime before that, I expect this card's price to get destroyed. Honestly, I'd be picking up the cheaper option, even though it's the lower rarity, you know, at around 20 to 25s. As we said in that video, don't miss out. Gave you a tad bit of a spoiler there if you haven't checked that out. But yeah, guys, again, secret rares at 40s. Damn, bro. Crazy. I'd just be picking up the Ultras. That's just me, but this one continues to be best selling as people want they prefer the first set OG, in some cases even above, you know, the CR prices. You know, in that sense, like they don't mind paying 40s, even though they're getting an OG secret instead of a CR, because some people, that's what they just prefer, first ed OGs, especially when they're secret rares. Then we have 7th Ascension, guys. Again, there was a lot of hype with 7th Tachyon and Yugioh and people needing it, but people are scared right now. They're panicking about the ban list, you know, just how hard is Yugioh gonna get hit, you know, and things of that nature. So again, this card was 2022s, went up to 50 bones, and now retracing back down to 40s. And with the walls right here, and people just waiting. 16 listings, This card is waiting because, you know, Yugioh skips the ban list, as it should. I think, you know, it still has way more of a life cycle to live, at least up until that season, before like Duelist Advanced, things of that nature. So this card is just waiting for the ban list. Because if Yugioh just continues to dominate post ban list, then this card, you know, could be 50, 60, 65s. Potential's there, but also the potential of a reprint could be around the corner. So that's also something you should keep in mind. Again, anything between 40 to 50s, I'd be like these sellers here. I'd be selling. Again, I'd be selling. Yes, the card is scarce, is hard to get, but you never know. We're heading into reprint season. You don't want to be caught holding this back. Excuse me, guys. Just some H2O. You don't want to be caught holding this back. You don't. Again. At 40 to 50s, I'd be a seller. Sure, could this be 60, 65 and go crazy? Yeah, of course, especially after a ban list. But if you came in at anything at 20s or below, you take them profits, man, and recycle that purchasing power. But regardless, it continues to be best selling with high volume candles, guys. A lot of people, you know, are buying or selling this card because of the new 7th Tachyon card, and people run it with this. So now everyone's just waiting for the ban list. No one's talking about Deception of the Sinful Spoils. We've been talking about this card since it was in the mid-20s. Always saying, guys, buy it. It went up to 40s, then came back down to the mid-20s. And we said, buy it again. It's a game. Buy the roller coaster. And now the card, you know, recently at 30s, we said, guys, come in, healthy $100 bill, get your play set, and you'll be good. And you can see the card, you know, the price has been curving up, you know, spiking as of late to 35s. And here we are, 32 listing. And then the card is going to be 40s pretty soon. And people are going to be acting surprised. Like, oh my gosh, no way. I was Deception 40s. But, you know, I would have bought if they would have been mid to high 20s and 30s. And guys, it happens time and time again. Again, 40s is a walk in the park, as we've been calling for weeks now, probably over a month. And then 50s. That would be the target. We've always been saying that, guys, that we were going to revisit these highs, the early year highs. And it's just a matter of time. White Forest Azamina hype is around the corner. This secret rare, unless it gets reprinted like very, very soon and it's announced and stuff, we expect this card to be a $40 to $50 card. Don't sleep on it. It continues to be best selling. People are getting prepared. All right, people are preparing themselves, you know, to play White Forest Azamina. Again, you shouldn't be buying at 30s, but if you're playing the card, don't let this be 40 to 50s on you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Get the card. It's best selling for a reason. People are getting ready. We have Malice v White Rabbit. Again, people sleeping on Malice. People sleeping on Malice. There was an OCG breakdown that Malice is the best deck right now over there. So again, even over Yugioh. So you don't want to miss out. This card has crashed down from the highs of 50s all the way down to 30s, low 30s. Again, you come in, $100 bill, you pick this card up. Excuse me, guys. Again, you pick this card up. Don't let this be 40s, 50s on you. 73 listings, guys. We see it happen time and time and time again. People take these for granted. They just think about the current meta. You know, they just think about, oh, I switched from Malice to Blue Eyes, and Yugioh is getting stronger with 7 Tachyon. And, you know, and people forget that a Malice is around the corner, and that even with those cards, Malice is still the best deck right now in the OCG. So, again, that doesn't mean it has to transfer over here to the TCG 100%, but do keep those pieces of information in mind. I'd be buying this card $100 for a playset. That's what I'd be paying right now. If I see someone, you know, for trade or whatever, $100. Yo, let me get a playset for $100. Because you don't want to be that guy paying $150 plus for a playset of the same ultra rare down the line when Post Alliance Insight, they get their new support and they start breaking the meta, man. You don't want to do that. It continues to be best selling for a reason. Buy the lows, closer to the lows. When there's lack of interest in focusing on other decks, you come in now quietly, pay $100, and you will definitely live to fight another day. We have Blue Eyes White Dragon. Again, quarter century secret rare. You know, one of my favorite videos throughout the week. Again, once a week, we do best-selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards here. And usually it's earlier in the week, but, you know, there was announcements and other stuff going on this week, like new support and things like that. But again, here we have Blue Eyes White Dragon. I love discussing best-selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards because it lets me visit cards that everyone wants, revisit cards that everyone needs, and that are usually in high demand. And again, we were talking about this card at 20s. I'm back here, and now the card is, I mean, still. This one has been stable coining week to week, just stable in price, week to week, 39 or 40s. You have the walls of China, but these same walls were there at 20s and 22s. Same walls. Dozens and dozens, and in some cases, hundreds of copies there, and the card's still 2x. Don't let this be a $50 card. I mean, it's hard for me to tell you guys to buy at 40s when the card was 20s, you know, but again, it went up for a reason. I don't see it going down much anytime soon, maybe to the mid-30s, but if you need it, I'd be getting this card before it's 50 bones down the line. It continues to be best-selling, hot off the press. Then we have Infinite Impermanence. Little by little, people start forgetting about this common. It came in the Blue Eye Structure deck, and you're starting to see the curvature. The men keep, picking back up. 38 listings. Quickly goes to 330s, and eventually it's going to be a $5 common. The question is if this card is getting reprinted in Stampede as an alternate art. Literally, that's the only question, because if not, there's going to be a $5 common in the next couple of weeks or two. You know, in the next month or two, $5 across the board for imprims again, and people are going to be acting surprised. So again, what has kept me away from like going in deep on this card, like deep, yeah, getting an R09, whatever, that's easy. But I mean, like getting stacks and stacks and stacks, even though it's the staple of staples, is because if it gets an alternate art in Stampede, then it's going to have alternate art versions of imprims. Not to say that it's expected or even announced, but you never know, man. So again, you're going to have supers again and ultras and secrets, and sometimes Konami likes reprinting these staples. So again, that's the only thing keeping me away. If in a month I see this card doesn't come in Stampede, and hopefully by then, even though who knows at this stage, this card is still around 3s, maybe playset for 10s, I'd be coming in hard for this common. But for now, it continues to be best selling. If you don't have imprims, no excuse to not get $10 and get your personal playset. No excuse, guys. It's best selling for a reason. It's the staple of staples. It is a common behind the structure deck paywall. We've seen this in the past where it's, $1.50, $2, 3s, and then they become 5 to 7s. You get your copies now if you need it. Same for Ash. Ash can get Feed Ash and Stampede. That's what we're waiting to see. But this $2.50s, man, for Ashes. Pretty soon, $3, man, for a card that was, under 2s right there, guys. And it's Ash, man. It's Ash. We told you guys time and time again, these comics get reprinted. People take them for granted. And then they wake up one day and they're $5 across the board. So these are best selling. Don't let this card be 3s to 5s on you if you need it. Again, especially for a personal playset. You want to get exposure. Don't miss out on that best-selling card. We have the Elzette of the White Forest. Again, this card, booty-shaped recover of 25s at low to mid-30s. And here we are at around 30. Same deal. You come in, $100, get your playset. Don't let this be 40 to 50s on you. Don't do that. Look, after a couple, it goes to the mid-30s. And then 40s at the bottom of the page. Guys, please. Please, 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 please. Even if you're not playing and you want an investment right now, pick these up at 30s, 31s. 40s expected pretty soon. Off hype. Look, 19 listings and then 50 bones. Only thing that can derail that is a reprint announcement. But if not, there's going to be a $40 card soon and then 50-piece wings. And you don't want to be eating those expensive wings. You want to go to Wingstop, you know what I mean? And Wingstop is kind of expensive, but their food is tasty, man. Hey, they're not sponsored by us, man. What are we talking about, Wingstop? Nah, man. All fun and games. We have the Bistio, Lubelli's, man. Lubelli's here. We expected a rebound from 17s to low 20s. And here we are, man. Here we are. Again, the closer we get to Stampede, I'd be selling this card. Gap zone is over. Yes, there's still a month technically, but I'd be selling this card. Range was always between low to mid 20s. Goal has been met. I'd be selling this card before it's free. It's a $2 or $3 card. Don't leave that 10x on the table. Don't do that. We don't do that. We don't. Don't leave that 10x on the table. Elzette Azamina of the White Forest, guys. Look at that. This what a beautiful chart. What a beautiful chart, man. Just marvelous. I don't know what else to say. Just a marvelous, marvelous, marvelous chart. Look at it. This is what you call lack of interest. This is what you call blood in the streets. This is what you call people cracking open Suda, not caring about this card, or they're not playing it, and they're taking it for granted. This is what you want to buy. You didn't want to be a buyer at pre-sales or day one. You didn't want to be buying this falling knife flash crash. You didn't even want to be buying this continuation of the crash. This is what you want to buy. Consolidation, sideways consolidation, lack of interest, blood in the streets, volume dwindling. That's good for a card that is called Elzette Azamina of the White Forest. And what deck is getting better post-Alliance Insight? White Forest Azamina. So what do? Between 14 to 15s, you come in under 50 bones for a playset and you get exposure. Anywhere from 1 to 3s, even if you're not playing the card. So a month from now, when this card gets hype as a secret rare and everyone else is surprised, and it becomes best-selling, even now it's best-selling, and it becomes even more of a best-selling card, you're selling into that liquidity, into that hype. The game is too easy, man. It just is. About a Q. The Lightless Shadow. This card, same deal. Beautiful charts, man. These chart setups, just amazing. 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 Look at that. Look at these. Look. Man. This is what you buy. Just like the other Elzette that we just talked about it. You didn't buy the top. Thankfully, you didn't buy the falling knife crash. And you didn't buy the continuation of the crash. You buy now. You can't make this stuff up, man. Game is too easy. It just is. You buy the lack of interest, the consolidation, before this thing just does this. Literally. You want to buy now, the lows. You want to be doing the opposite of what everyone's selling this card. They're taking it for granted. Don't let this be a 50 burger on you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't let this card be $50 one day, 2xing from here. Don't do that. 40 to 50s. You get it now, especially if you need it to play as you're one of. I'd be picking this card up anywhere between 20 to 25s. Healthy pickup right now. Mitsubuti's Ritual. Again, this card continues to be best selling even as it crashes down in price. And we told you guys that if you can get this card at around 10 bones, it's a steal. Anything in the low teens. Because I expect more support for this deck archetype. And once it receives it, these cards, this is going to spike up again and become a $20 to $25 card. So you want to get on that 2x train. The train is leaving the station. Don't be that guy that gets left behind. You need this ultra rare. You're buying closer to the lows than to the highs. You get exposure now. When again, there's lack of interest. That's when you buy, not when everyone else is buying. You buy early so you can sell it to them. Malice and Underground. We talked about P White Rabbit. This card has been in a downtrend, making new lows. But those new lows are holding strong. 80 listings, quickly reclaims 25s and beyond, guys. So again, if you're listening to my voice and you ever wanted to play Malice, or maybe as an investment, the time to buy Malice is now. Right now. Now, guys, Malice and Underground, you pick it up. Malice P White Rabbits, you pick them up. Don't overpay for this at 40s. Down the line, don't do that. Crossover breakers, these cards don't, we don't expect reprints for them just yet. It's too early. Don't sleep on Malice, man. That's what I want you guys to take away from these cards. We have Crimson Dragon from the tins, dueling mirrors, guys. The tins right here. Card was 9s, went up to 45, 50 piece almost, and is at 36s, guys. So the walls are coming in. People are trying to take profits. Some people fear the ban list as well. Maybe this card gets hit. So you never know. Once that ban list comes out, with the potential of being double dipped into Stampede. That's why I told you at 40s I'd be selling this card. Yeah, could it go to 50s, 55s, and beyond? Anything is possible, especially off the Blue Eyes hype. But again, the risks, man. It's all about risk management. Ban list potential. Not saying that it will get hit, but just the speculation that it can. Ban list potential and reprint potential. If it gets the double dip, I'd be selling. Now, if ban list comes, it doesn't get hit, and it doesn't come in Stampede, then we expect 55s at least for this card. So definitely keep that information in mind. Guys, a link in the description down below. Come over here, to our Discord. Make sure you participate in our Discord giveaways. Take advantage of these links. Guys, $15 off whatnot there. You don't want to miss out. And guys, make sure you subscribe. Ring that bell, guys, so you can participate in our channel giveaways. We have our AK giveaway literally around the corner. You want to give yourself a shot to win. Shout out to Ungowned X, a triple tactics talent quarter century secret rare. Where else can you win this, man? Close to $100 card. You know, what is it, like 70s or 80s, guys? Right here. You can win this right here, right now. All you have to do is subscribe. Ring that bell. Like the video on the way in. I'd gladly appreciate it, guys. Don't miss out. And look at these future giveaways, guys. Starlight Rare Jets, Dark Magician, Shonen Jump, Ultimate Rare Ogre. Guys, we have these prepared right here. They're prepared to be shipped. Of course, these are longer term buyouts. But guys, you definitely want to make sure that you get exposure to these giveaways eventually. Don't forget. So you subscribe now. Don't miss out. None of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Guys, Fire King Courtier Okanix, this card, I mean, it's still holding strong. I don't know why. I don't know why this card is still holding 23 bones strong. Quickly pushes to the mid-20s, 21 listings, 3 pages. So again, not too many listings. It's like, man, the meta's gonna shift soon. Balance is coming. It's like, who's playing Fire Kings, man? That's crazy. Well, one top at a big event, even though it's weeks ago, still maintains a card relevant. But here we are, man. Here we are. A lot of people really like Fire Kings as a secret rare from Rage of the Abyss. Just be careful. This card gets reprinted. It'll be free, single digits, back again. And it'll be probably even a $5 card if it gets a reprint. So I'd be moving this money. Just me. I'd be recycling this purchasing power and moving on to bigger and better things. Then we have Bestial Druid's Worm. Again, this card had a sort of a double top near 30s, crashing down to 24s. And again, usually this is what you want to buy. Usually this is what you want to buy. Literally, just looking at the chart, usually this would be the analysis on a card like this. You had the top right here. You know, you retrace back down to where? To this key level. To this key level right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Usually this is what you want to buy before the next leg up and the parabolic move, the next phase. But what we expect here is this. Eventually. Why? Reprint. Reprint potential. If it doesn't get reprinted, this card could be a $40 card. If Bestials don't get reprinted, that would be wild, man. We expect them for Stampede. They best do us right. Because if not, this card would go parabolic. But with the reprint potential, I'd be selling this card. I'd be selling anything between 25 to 30s. I'd be selling this card. I wouldn't want to see this $25 card become 5 bones. And you left those 5X on the table, recycling that purchasing power. You sell now when people want it, when people need it. This gets 7 different rarities. People won't care about this prismatic. They'll choose all the other rarities. And then you're stuck with a $5 card or less that you could have been moving for 25s a month before all the craziness happens. So again, it's all speculation. No one knows yet if this card or the Bestials are getting reprinted. But I would say there's a higher than 50% chance. It's just the demand is too great. You know, these could use additional reprints. So I would take that into consideration and be moving out of this card. Chaos Angel, guys. We have Chaos Angel. Card continues to crash down from 35s, says here to 27s. I actually need one of these cards. You know, I actually need one of these cards, but I prefer the ulti. You know, so hopefully this gets double dipped in Stampede. So all them, you know, Billy Bob shades for the quarter centuries, you know, while I go for the OT. You know, so hopefully, yeah, this card continues to crash down. I mean, but I say crash down to 27s, but really still a $30 card, guys. There's only a couple of listings here, 34 listings, but the chart is saying the big picture, even though volume is coming in and taking advantage of those deals, the chart is saying that, you know, the crash might continue, especially heading into the reprint season. So again, Stampede, that's why we always talk about Stampede, you know, on the channel a lot. Because it's not just the cards that get reprinted, but the ones that don't. So it affects the market so much. So I look forward to a month from now to see what finally comes in that set. I can't wait. But in the meantime, I need one of these, but I ain't paying no 30s. You know, your boy Patience wins this game. You know, I play Scrub Morpheus. So I just invented that name. My bad. Oh, man. I'm always like that anti-meta guy, man. Playing like Scrub Morpheus, Scrub Terra, Scrubnix. Yo. Oh, man. Just playing those decks that no one wants to play or likes playing against. But it is because I don't really care much about modern Yu-Gi-Oh! So I just, you know, play the easiest, these decks that go on autopilot if and when I play. But yeah, man, I need this for Scrub Morpheus. Love the name, man. But your boy's gonna wait. In a month, we'll reassess. If it gets reprinted in Stampede, I'm gonna be excited because, you know, hopefully the OTs crash. But this card continues to be best-selling regardless because the card is just broken, man. Let's call it how it is. Then we have Super Starslayer Typhon Sky Crisis, another one that has been best-selling, hot off the press, fresh off the press. Actually was 28s, 29s, and then it bumped up to 30s. But you still have these walls of China here, guys. But it does go towards low to mid 30s at the bottom of the page with another wall. But again, I'd be selling into this last hoorah move before a potential reprint. I think we get Sky Crisis and Zeus in Stampede. They best do us right. Don't leave this card for Rarity Collection 5. Come on now. Let's get that double dip. Come on, Konami. Give us this. Rarity 4. We need it. I need it. I need this for Scrub Morpheus as well, guys. So, you know, hopefully, you know, the card gets reprinted soon. That's what I'm banking on, but we'll see what happens. It continues to be best-selling regardless because people need it. So this is looking like a double top, guys. On the 3-month? Nah, bro. Like, bro, I'm telling you. This is looking like a double top right here. Right here. You don't want to be that guy holding on to a double top right here. Right here. You know, pretty soon, top number 2, top number 1. You don't want to be that guy. Yes, it's best-selling, high in demand. I get it. Even I need it. But a reprint can change the price of this card overnight. We have Silver Hat Rabbit. That damn rabbit that we were telling people to buy at $7 when it came out. And it's still holding value. You know, V-shape recovery off the lows, flash crashing after the OT was announced. And it's still a $19 card. So again, if you need this card, don't let this be 25s on you for the secret rare. Don't do that. Again, only thing that can derail this and many of the cards, best-selling cards that we've been talking about, is a reprint. So in the meantime, the secret rare, I'd be picking it up, especially if you just need like one of to play. I'd be picking it up right now because we don't know if and when this card is getting reprinted, and you want to make sure you do get access to the card. Then we have Kashtira Fenrir, man. Everyone forgot about Fenrir. No one's talking about Fenrir, and this is a psychic, man. Fenrir taking over the meta, new psychic support. Guys, after the psychic announcement, you do see a spike from the lows here. But the guy, I mean, that's just Billy Bob's coming in and overpaying, paying 15, you know, 14, 15s for a $9 card. You guys already know. They got stoked for psychic, and they come in and overpay for this card, but there's still 9 bones, man. Honestly, I expect this card to be free soon. Just the whole deck core. If Fenrir gets reprinted in Stampede, as we expect, that is definitely possible, and it should. I'll prefer the OTs. You know, there was someone that said, Jay, can you cover the OTs? So let me do that right now after this prismatic. But I'd be picking, you know, Fenrir's, the whole deck core up. You know, I sold everything. I had the deck core, and some of these spike, I sold them all. You know, and I would be picking up this deck core if Fenrir, one of the last, and Unicorns got reprinted. You know, the last remaining reprint pieces that we need reprinted again, essentially, to make the deck more accessible. Yeah, so again, it's still been best selling. As you can see, people still coming in, strong volume, Fenrir is Fenrir, but at the same time, we expect a reprint soon. So hopefully you guys sold in the teens when we guys were telling you. Look at that, 30 bones crashing down to 25s, and look, we're at 20s again. We told you guys that this card as an OT could be 15s and even single digits. That's what we were saying. And now you're starting to see pretty soon the cracks here. Yes, volume is coming in, but still, especially if this card gets a quarter century, $10. That's when your boy's going to come in for this OT. You know, 15s would be the expected short-term range towards the downside, and then 10s would be that go at single digits, just like the prismatics are today. So that's the key. You can sell a prismatic today, and maybe, just maybe in the future, if this card gets reprinted in Stampede, you can buy an ultimate rare upgrade with that same money. Just think about that, guys. Just think about that. So powerful. If you're 45 minutes in, you deserve these nuggets of information. We have MSTTV, Glory of Horus, guys. This card right here, as we can see, we covered it earlier in the week that it was flash crash in the 20s, and look, it's in the teens, man. We've been telling you guys to sell this damn card at 25s. It was just the other day, too. Literally, like a week or two, I'm like, sell this card. Sell MSTTVs, man. Sell MSTTVs. Let me see. Was it in one of the sell these now? I didn't put it in the thumbnail. I did it. But, guys, we've been telling you guys to sell MSTTVs time and time and time again. At 25s, now it's 20s, Don't let it be 15s and then 10s and single digits if it gets a reprint and double dip in Stampede. So yeah, that's gonna be the key, man. Still best selling. We have the black gold laughs. This black gold is laughing at everyone. Guys, this is looking like a double top formation. I'm telling you guys right now. Just glancing at the chart, men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. If you're 45 minutes in, you deserve this information. This is looking more and more like a double top formation, guys, right here. You know. So again, if this crashes, is a wrap. You know, of course, it could spike back up. But keep that in mind, you know, right now, as we can see this card. Let's go to the month. Yeah, look at that, man. Don't let this double top on you. So 2850s. Don't let this get reprinted soon as well. So, you know, I'd be taking profits, man. Especially if that playset gets bought up and we push back up to 30s. Sure, could this be a 35 to, you know, $40 card? Of course. But if you came in early, in the early days, in the teens, you take the 2X and you run for them hills. But the card continues to be best selling. Same as Argo Star's Glorious Adra. This card spiked up to 910s. You know, it continues to be best selling as it's still crashing down in price from the highs to 7s. So again, card used to be 3s, went up to 9s, 3X, now back down to 7s. You know, still up, you know, essentially 2X. It does go towards 8s at the bottom of the page. Nothing too crazy. 6 wall there, 9, RO9, but nothing crazy right now for this one, you know, in the sense of walls of China. So if you need the card, take advantage of these small retracements. You come in and you take advantage of this $20 a playset. Don't be that guy buying this card at 15s in a month and some change once Alliance Insight comes out. Then we have SP Little Knight. Today, just talking about the Prismatic, just cause, you know, Triple Tactics Thrust and Little Knight right here. Wow, this was 8s. This is going parabolic. Ooh, man, $9 here. You know, people are coming in. This is a beautiful version, so I can't blame them. You have an RO8 right there, but after that, it goes to double digits, to 11s and beyond at the bottom of the page. So you can see the demand coming in. Cards are best selling, man. And telling you about Little Knight, card is hard to get. You know, if I go to H-Town and I see this specific rarity, I want to just have one. You know, if I see it at 8, 9, 10 bones, I'll pick one up. Why not? You know, because I really love Prismatic Secrets. Yeah. 4 pages only. Demand is coming in. Volume is coming in as well near the low. So don't let this card be 15s plus on you. Don't do that if you need it. Triple T's again, Triple Tactics Thrust, same deal. This card just continues going up in price. As we can see, it's $13 now, man, for a card that, you know, if you go to the 6 month, used to be what, 11s? Okay, so it always maintain price, but after 13s, it does go towards 15s at the bottom of the page. 38 listings, guys. So again, look, even the supers are pushing 13s. Just like we told you guys that we expected both Triple T's to eventually be 15s across the board, and it's playing out. So take advantage of these best-selling cards. If you need them, don't miss out. Triple T's again, Triple Tactics Talent. Look at the super rares, $14, man. Shh. We were telling you guys that these Triple T's will be $15 across the board. And you have a wall here at $14.50, but this is a $15 card essentially, guys. And it was $8.99. This card was $8.99 when we were telling you guys to pick up right here before the parabolic move. You cannot make this stuff up. 24 listings. This needed to be a common in the Blue Eye Structure deck, but maybe they're leaving it for the Dark Magician deck. Give us the Triple T's as commons in the Dark Magician Structure deck, man. Come on now. Crazy how this card continues to be best-selling, spiking up in price, continues to be scarce. Guys, hopefully you listen and you came in early at single digits, but now at 15 bones, you're kind of paying a premium. Damn, that one's harsh. So again, we showed you the Triple T's. Don't let Droplet be next. Don't let Droplet be the next single digi, the $15 card. You come in now at 9s, 53 listings. You come in, you know, you take advantage of this little retracement right here. You come in, man. You come in at around 9s, pick up droplets. Don't sleep on these. I'm telling you, man. Don't do that. The demand is here for this card. Don't let the super rare be 15s one day. You come in at single digit. We need common droplets in that Dark Magician Structure deck too, Konami. Excuse me, guys. Do us right. Do us right. And we have Trickstar Korobane, making moves, making plays. Card was $175. Card is $356, but that's just a one of them. It's a $5 card, and then goes to 9s, 8 to 9 bones, where you see the walls of China for this Prismatic Secret Rare. Trickstar hype, man. Card is broken. What can I say? Trickstar players want them and need them. People forgot about this one. So again, as you can see here, this card from the 2020 tins, close to 5 years ago, guys. This card came out. I have 8 of these, so hopefully I find some Billy Bobs. Hopefully it's 10 bones by H-Town time, so we can get $80. $8 turning into 80. You can't make this stuff up, man. Crazy, man. Life is good. We have Aruja's The Final Bringer event times. Continues to be best-selling as it rebounds from the 13 Billy lows to 18s, guys. So again, pushing 20s, pretty soon 30 listings. So this card continues to be a best-selling card. Just waiting for a reprint. Is waiting to see if it gets a reprint in during this reprint season or not, or if Konami waits for the tins for this one. But regardless, it's rebounded $5. People need it. It's best-selling, so there you go. Then we have this fader. Again, this card recovered, W-shaped recovery from single digits to 12s. Massive ones in China here. I'd be selling this card in case they double dip, you know, in Stampede, but continues to be best selling. Some people want to complete their bestial package. They don't mind spending an extra 12 shekels right here. It's 12 billies. So there you go. I'd be selling this one, but it continues to be best selling. And then we have Guiding Quem. Guiding Quem the Virtuous, guys. This card as a prismatic secret, beautiful, continues to be best selling. High volume counts here, you know, at around 12s. That's where you see the ones of China, 40 listings. And again, I think finally in Stampede they give us Blazing Cartesia, and just to make things better, they include this one right there as well, Guiding Quem. Hopefully they do us right. So based on that, I'd be selling the card just in case. But if it doesn't get reprinted, then we expect 15 to 20s for this one. I think Grand Guinal also comes again. Grand Guinal, Blazing Cartesia. I think they complete, you know, these cards right here inside branded, the branded deck, so people can have their quarter centuries. And I think these cards get reprinted. So even though they're best selling right now, because people always love their branded decks, and they're speculating that Banless could, you know, maybe unlock Branded Fusion again, and they always, you know, love their branded cards, I'd be selling into this demand as it continues to be best selling, just in case it gets reprinted. And then lastly, we have Clockwork Knight. You know, from Supreme Darkness, is ultra rare, starting to curve up, as we can see here. And if you go to the monthly, that's where you can truly see the uptrend, the strong uptrend, you know, for the last couple of weeks here. And this free ultra rare that was $1 and some change, $1 now it's 425s pushing 5s, man. So yeah, man. Yeah, this ultra, we were telling you guys to pick it up at cheaper prices. The card continues to be best selling as people get ready for Alliance Insight and more machine support coming out. So you definitely don't want to miss out. Don't let this be a $7.50 ultra, or maybe even 10 bones one day. You just never know. You never know. Sometimes with some of these core set ultras, you guys already know, man. We gave you a double upload today, man. I got destroyed, man. Demolished, bro. Look at that, 50 plus minutes. Damn, right here. And then we made a 21 minute buy or don't buy market watch. That's fire. Don't miss out, man. If you made it this far out into the video, make sure you subscribe on the way out, guys. Make sure you subscribe on the way out. Make sure you like the video on the way out, so that you can participate in our channel giveaway, guys. You don't want to miss out. You want to participate. We're always giving back to the community. A lot of community members support the channel, and they allow me to give back through them. You know, shout out to Scott with the Starlights, and Ungown Decks with the Triple T's, Quarter Century. Just always much love in this community, guys. I'm always appreciative of so again, guys, I mean, if you made it this far out, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share this in one place, you know, on social media, or with one person, a friend, or a group chat. It really does go a long way, guys. I'd gladly appreciate it. And also just want to say thank you. Want to say thank you to the people that tuned in the live stream last night. You know, we hit that 70 plus mark at one point. We're trying to get to 100 one day, you know, but we'll continue to grind. Hopefully you guys, you know, you enjoyed that live stream last night. You know, these live streams are always fun. Always fun. So definitely swing by if you guys can. You guys don't want to miss out. So guys, thank you so much for your time, your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh.